Hi everybody, this is Dave Feidler for our spring video for Bingos Foundation, and we're actually at the site of the Bucks County Technical High School in Fairless Hills as we get ready for our 9th annual charity auction, which is our biggest fundraiser of the year to benefit our no-kill shelter in Bristol Township. And we're really happy that you're joining us here this evening for a little bit of coverage of the charity auction, and we also have a special treat for you. We have some footage of some of our cats that are available for adoption. We have probably around 30 or 40 cats right now that are in the shelter. Most of them are available for adoption, and you'll see a few of them here as you watch our video this evening. Now, folks, the way the charity auction works is that we have several different color-coded tickets, and they all correspond to different levels of prizes. Obviously, everything from smaller size prizes, possibly some gift cards and things like that, all the way up until our high-level prizes, which basically include some small appliances and some electronics and some tickets and things of that nature to, various major events. So there really is a lot to choose from. And if you're interested, you can always check our website for our 10th annual charity auction, which will be taking place around the same time of the year during the spring in 2015. So keep that in your mind and keep that on your calendar, your mental calendar for consideration for next year. Things start all out right here at the Nerve Center, which is where people come in and basically find their table, and if they have prepaid tickets, which are part of their admission, they pick them up here. Now, this is the location where we actually sell the tickets, and we basically can process cash transactions as well as credit cards. And again, as I was saying earlier, we do have 3 different levels of tickets, and many people buy some from each different price level because they do want to take advantage of the great menu of prizes that we have here for the auction. So it's a very smooth transaction. Over 9 years, we've kind of really fine-tuned it and gotten it down to a science so that people do not have to wait in line. And the process really works quite well. I should add, by the way, that this auction typically sells out somewhere in the neighborhood of 325 to 375 people coming to support Bingo's Foundation. And of course, as I think many of you that probably are watching this are aware, Bingo's Foundation is a no-kill shelter. It basically, the cats that come in and are accepted by Bingo's are with us for life. Obviously, we hope to adopt as many of them as we possibly can, but we do have some cats that are probably going to be with us throughout their entire life. But it's a great program as far as the auction is concerned, and certainly Bingo's is an outstanding animal welfare organization. Well, we're getting ready to get started with the auction, and you'll see some of the proceedings as they go on. And I just wanted to mention, too, speaking about Bingo's Foundation, we're always interested in volunteers. If you enjoy working with cats or have some other skills that we might be able to use, feel free to get in touch with us and talk about the different opportunities that we have available for volunteering with Bingo's Foundation. And also, I might add that we're also looking for foster homes, especially right now in the spring. This is kitten season, and we have several different litters of kittens that are very shortly going to be weaned away from their mother, and they're going to need foster homes. These kittens obviously will go up for adoption at some point, but at least right now, while they're in their transitional period, they're going to need a foster home. And that is also true of some of our adult cats. We need foster homes for some of them as well. Cats are interesting. Some of them get along well with other cats and can basically reside in the shelter. And others are cats that are better sort of a little bit out there on their own, and they tend to thrive and do a little bit better in a foster home. So definitely keep that in mind in terms of volunteering for Bingo's and helping out in the area of foster homes. Also, as far as future fundraisers, we have fundraisers throughout the year. We don't have any that are on the calendar right now, but we do have a few that are basically in the works. And I would invite you to stay in touch with us through our website, and you'll be able to see the various events that we have coming up, as well as on our Pet Finder sites, the cats that we have now and the cats that we'll have coming in, as we're always taking in new cats at Bingo's.
Okay, folks, the hour has come. We are ready to start. We're going to start off first of all with a blue prize in Tier 1. It is a Red Lobster gift card for $25, and our winning number is 0010068. Okay, we got a winner. All right, there you go, right down there toward the center of the room. All right. And it's going to be 0010244. Right here in the front. All right, outstanding. Looks like it's going to go home with 0010694. 3298. All right, put it right here. Are you ready? 145082. The green ticket. And Loretta, why don't you do the honors and draw the winning number? All right, it's a blue ticket, and it goes to 712299. Right here. Okay. And it is 0013098. 0013183. Once again, folks, we thank you for coming. Stay in touch with our website and our Facebook page so you know the date for our 2015 10th annual charity auction for Bingo's Foundation. We wish you safe travels. Have a great rest of the weekend, and we'll see you next year.
All right, these are our little kittens, right, Al?
Yep, these are the mom, and her three little kittens. They're all females. They were just vetted yesterday. They all were negative for AIDS and leukemia. They had their first set of shots. Mom had her rabies shot, and they're 7 weeks old. Next week they'll be available for adoption. So this is black and white little girl, and then we have the 2 tabby little girls, and of course Mom obviously is a female, and
right.
she will be spayed within the next 2 weeks. So these guys are ready and looking for a home, and as you can tell, they're just all so sweet, including the mother.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they're really
playful.
beautiful cats. And the mother is very tame too. I know just from my own experience of being over here at the shelter and petting her a little bit. You know, she's a very lovable cat. The mother is.
Yep.
So, and then you can see the little tabbies running around there, doing what kittens do best, right?
Yep, and they when they came in, they were just probably about 2 weeks old, and they've been with us since 2 weeks. The mom was found inside an air conditioning duct, and she was rescued by the Ben Salem animal control officer, and
okay.
they contacted us, and we took them in, and thank God they're all healthy, and they're doing very, very well. So now the next step is looking for a home next week.
Wonderful.
This is Todd. He's been with us too long. We don't know why, because he's absolutely perfect. He's very playful. He's very affectionate. He loves attention, and he would make a great addition to your home. He would probably be better by himself, or maybe with another cat like Ollie, who's also looking for a home. He's here. We'll show you him in a minute. And I guess Todd's probably a few years old by now. Of course, he's updated with all his shots, and he's ready. Please consider adopting him. He would be great with like a young boy who's looking for a pal.
Yeah, he's an energetic cat, and he's just got such beautiful coloring. I don't know whether the video capture is really doing the beauty of his coloring justice, but he just has such a nice shade of auburn, and of course his white belly.
Speaking of Ollie, over here's Ollie.
Oh, there's Ollie. Yeah. Todd and Ollie, they're kind of pals, aren't they,
Yes,
Al?
they were found together. They're absolutely they get along and they play nicely. And you know, if you're looking for a dog but you can't have one, Todd's the perfect cat.
Well, now we're talking about Ollie. We've got Ollie here, so tell us a little bit about Ollie.
Ollie's not as outgoing as Todd, though. He's playful. He's affectionate. He gets along real nice with Todd. I think the two of them, and as you can see, he's a very pretty cat. And they're both full of energy. They both like to play.
And they're both a similar coloring, but yet they're, as far as we know, they're not from the same litter.
No, we don't believe they are.
Well, Todd and Ollie, either individually or together, would certainly brighten up your home. So consider either one of them, or maybe even both of them, because as I said, they are pals.
Okay, this is Muffin, and Muffin has been with us for a few years. She likes to play, she loves to eat, she loves to look out the window at the birds. She's definitely not people friendly. However, she really does need a home. I believe if she went into a home where somebody would spend some time with her, she would definitely blossom into a really nice cat, a friendlier cat. I think she's just scared of all the other cats at the shelter, so she kind of stands off.
And she has beautiful coloring too. She's a tabby with a white bib, and just a very, very pretty cat.
Yeah, she would. Isn't she gorgeous? Look at her. She really needs a true cat lover to adopt her.
And somebody that appreciates a cat that maybe has some special needs. I know that from reading some newsletters from Best Friends, Animal Sanctuary, and so forth, where they have a lot of special needs cats, they're oftentimes talking in their newsletter about success stories with people that have adopted a special needs cat, and oftentimes it turns out to be a wonderful companion.
Actually, most of the time it does. And so I think she would, consider her. You know, she's not going to, if you come in, she's not going to come over and sit on your lap. She'll probably run from you. But giving her some time and space, she'll be fine. And if you have a cat, she would be okay with another cat, as long as it's not an aggressive cat that would go after her. She actually does like some of the cats here. It's just the more aggressive ones that make her a little nervous, so she tends to be aloof.
Okay. All right.
Okay, this is our beautiful Riviera, and she's another kitty cat just like Muffin, on the shy side, but she loves to play. Put a laser in front of her, she's all over the place. She's probably about 3 years old now. She's updated with her shots, and she's another cat that would do very well by herself in a home. Given the chance to bond with a person, I think she would come along. She would come along nicely. Just give her some space and some time, and she'll make a wonderful addition to your home. And her sister Sahara.
Oh, she's down here.
Yeah,
okay.
She's down there. She's also quiet. She's a little more friendlier. We had one of our volunteers that was working with her, and because she was pretty shy and would run. And now, when you come through the door, she actually comes over because she wants attention. So she's kind of, she just needs somebody to do one-on-one with her, as does Riviera. And like I said, they're sisters. And if you're interested in two cats, the two of them get along fine. They would make a nice addition. Both very, very playful, full of life.
Well, they'd probably flourish in a home, and especially if they were adopted together. Two cats always do. Two cats always do. I don't want to say two cats do better than one, but I mean, they do keep each other company.
Right, if you go out, they'll keep each other company, exactly.
Okay, this is Riviera. She's going to do her famous laser trick, right?
Yeah, this is what she loves.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, yeah.
She loves her laser, as they all do. And you see Ollie and Todd, of course they're there playing. They just
Right,
love
right.
it. Ooh, there she goes. All right, Sahara, it's all yours. Where's the light, Ollie? Amazing how the light just
Yeah.
fascinates them.
Okay, who's this, El?
Okay, this is Nick. Nick was rescued from the streets. He's a sweetheart. He came in obviously around December, so we decided to name him Nick. And he's a very nice cat. Probably would be better in a home with a quiet cat or himself. He's definitely a dominant male. Very affectionate, loves people, absolutely loves people, and very playful. He loves a window. You give him a window too, and he just loves the birds. So he's ready for a home as well. He really would like to get out of the shelter, get away from all the rest of the cats, and have a lap.
Right. Most of our cats, males and females, are pretty good as far as their litter box behavior, right, El?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If we were going to have a cat up for adoption that has any special needs, such as litter box problems, you will definitely be told. We make sure everything that we know about the cat, as long as of course we know about the cat, is disclosed to everybody. They're shy, if they have problems with the litter box, if they have any health issues, their age, anything that may concern you. But he's fine, he's a good boy.
Good. And this is Reese, right, El?
This is Reese, and as I just mentioned about our special needs, Reese is really a sweet cat, and she would really do well in a home by herself, just for the fact that the cats here cause so much stress for her. She has an autoimmune issue, and the stress brings it out. And she's usually good for probably every 3 to 4 months, and then she has to get a steroid shot to relieve. It's in her mouth, the problem,
Right.
to relieve the issue. And but she's so sweet, and if she was in a home, she may not have the stress to cause that problem. She could probably go for a lot longer, maybe a year or two, before having any problems, if she ever has problems again. The cats certainly stress her out here. As you know, we don't believe in cages, so she roams around and finds her little niche. She prefers on top of the cage. And she does get a chance to look outside and see all the birds and the trees, and so
Right. She's a tortie, and those are certainly, again, I'm talking about coloring of cats, but those are beautifully colored cats, and all torties are female, as far as I've always been told.
Absolutely, all torties and all calicos are females.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Reese.
So this is Reese, and she is an example of one of our special needs cats.
All right. This is Tyke, right?
Yep, you can't come out, buddy.
We're trying to get him without getting the bars of the cage in there, but he's.
And the only reason why we have him in a cage is because he's definitely I think he's about 12 years old, 13 years old. He was turned in by someone. He's a really nice cat. His health is good, but he's a big orange male, and we have several big orange males in here, and we try to keep them separate because there'd be problems. Now, what we usually do in the shelter is we clear out the entire room, and we push all the other cats out of the room, shut the door, and then we let Tyke out and roam around. Of course, a couple of the other cats that we leave in here are the Shire ones, so we're not concerned because he doesn't bother them. It's just Nick, Todd,
right.
our issues.
Well, he's a senior cat, but
He's a senior. His blood, anyone that turns in a cat over 7 years old has to get senior blood work done on the cat.
Right.
And just to make sure there's no illnesses or anything. And he had his blood panel done, and he was fine. And he's a nice cat. He really is a nice cat. He would be a good companion for an older person, absolutely. He just, like I said, because he grew up by himself as the only cat, and he's a dominant male. It's hard to let him roam freely in here.
Right. Well, he's a handsome lad.
He is. He really is.
Okay, who do we have here, Al?
This is Elliot. Elliot was adopted out as a kitten from Bingo's, and the gentleman who adopted him passed away recently.
Oh.
So our policy is we always take the our cats back, no matter what. We don't ask questions. If somebody, whether a week, 3 years, 10 years, wants to bring a Bingo cat back, we will always take the cat back. So Elliot came back to us, and he's a real sweetheart. He's a little shy, but he's so sweet. So he's definitely looking for a home. He does get along nicely with other cats. So he would, and he's ready for a home. He's a little scared. Initially, when a cat comes in, we put him in a cage just till they adjust. And once they adjust, we open up the door, and they can come and go as they please until they finally decide they don't want to be in a cage anymore, and they wander around.
Right.
Elliot's at the stage now where the door's open and he comes out, but then he goes back in for security, then he'll come back out again. But we are going to probably kick him out because we're moving the mom and the kittens that you just saw upstairs into this cage, because we're bringing in another mother with kittens and putting them downstairs until they get to see the vet. So, but Elliot's a real nice cat. He really is. Everybody loves him. He's very, very sweet. It's a shame because he had a very nice home, and of course, unfortunately, his guardian passed away.
He's probably another cat that would do extremely well in a situation where he's brought into a home, because that's frankly what he's been used to.
Absolutely.
And now being in the shelter, and while he does get along with the other cats, just being around all the other cats probably makes him a little bit more standoffish, and he would probably really flourish if he were in a home again.
Oh, absolutely. And all the cats do. We hear that all the time when cats get adopted, whether they're shy at first, or a situation like Elliot's. Once they're in a home, as long as people give them a chance to adjust, because cats do not like change, they need time to adjust. They'll call me up and they'll say, "Oh my God, I have the best cat." So
that's great.
So that's
all right. Well, there's Elliot, and certainly consider him. Who do we have here? This is Bob, right?
This is Bob. Bob is a rescued kitten, and ever since we've rescued him, he's had a situation with a nasal problem, and he's been on antibiotics.
Oh, there he goes.
We've had him to the doctor. He's so cute, isn't he? He's a sweetheart. He's really lovable.
Where did he go?
He went in the back room.
Oh, okay. What's that movie? It's all about Bob.
Right. He just we want to get him an X-ray on his nose to see if he has a polyp, and if he does, we'd like to get it removed before we put him up for adoption.
Right.
But he is so sweet. That's the only reason why we don't have him up for adoption at this time.
Well, he's out of the shot. He took off for parts unknown.
Yeah, he ran to the back. So.
All right. Wow, look at this. Talk about somebody who likes to be up high, huh?
Yep, this is our Tabitha. She's an absolute sweetheart. She is beautiful. She is lovable, and she really prefers to be away from all the other cats in the shelter, as you can see. She'll run into the kitchen and she'll steal the food first before any of the other cats as we're feeding them, and then she goes on top of the cabinets and just looks down on all the other ones because she's a little princess. But she is very, very sweet, and she's ready for a home now, like no doubt about it.
Well, she's got a real window on the world up there, and again, another cat that's just absolutely beautiful and in need of a home. And who's this?
All right, this is Lee, and Lee is like a little mini Todd. He's very, very sweet. He's loves people, absolutely loves people. He would probably be better as the only cat. He tends to be a little dominant. It must be this orange cat thing.
Right, yeah.
But you can see there's Todd and there's Lee, but Lee is very, very affectionate. He comes over to you and just wants to sit on your lap and just wants attention and love. And we hope he should be adopted soon. Oh, there's Todd, always wanting attention.
Yeah, Todd, you're a scene stealer, Todd.
But see, he just wants to be loved.
This is Lee again. This is not Todd. This
is Lee, and he's purring up a storm. He really, oh my God, is he like a little motor? Oh, and here comes our Tabitha.
All right, so there we have Lee, and then this is Tabitha again. Another shot of
get to see
another shot of Tabitha that you can get a chance to really see what she looks like in her full splendor here. Yeah. Oh, what a pretty cat. Yeah. All right, so that's Lee and Tabitha making another appearance.
Yep.
Folks, I'd like to thank you for watching our video, and also remind you once again to stay connected with Bingos through our website. You can find out about all the things that are happening both with the cats and with the different fundraising activities that we're going to have throughout the year. And again, I'll remind you that keep in mind in 2015 we'll be having our 10th annual auction. And it'll be bigger and better as it is just about every year. So kind of keep that in your mind for the spring of 2015. And maybe if you weren't here for this 2014 effort, you can be with us in 2015, and we'll have some more great prizes, and we'll have a wonderful time. So again, thank you for watching. On behalf of Bingos, I'm Dave Feidler.